Hello, my pack, my tribe. Welcome to Ghost Wolf Live. So, the reason I'm doing tonight's show is because I heard from my daughter today. She lives in Australia, so we don't get to see each other. So I love it when I get to hear from her. It's a really cool thing. But out of our conversation today, and I'm going to read you part of it. How do I put this? You ever have those moments where you're just talking, but almost without even realizing it, like some wisdom spills out of you? That's kind of what happened today. And I think a lot of you are going to agree with this. Some of you probably won't. And honestly, most likely the ones that won't agree are probably part of the problem, just to be honest about it. But anyways, hold on one second. Let me bring this up. Scrolling. So she wrote me. I mean, this is just part of the conversation. So, to put it in context, we're Native American, but we're also white, I guess. And the way things are, even with our own Native people, we get a lot of hatred sometimes. And that's kind of what sparked this. Is she had an interaction with a Native girl that, went off on her because she looked white. And but this part of the conversation, this is where this pearl of wisdom, I guess, came out of me. She says, so many people miss the fucking point, though, and everyone wants to argue over the most trivial bullshit. Here's my response, and I think this puts a lot of light on our issues of fucking today, and then I'm going to get into that whole fucking thing. Hold on. Let me scroll back. This was my reply. Because there's no conflict, no revolution, to bring into stark reality the cost of doing nothing, of risking nothing, but sitting by and bitching about the meaningless minutia of their self-absorbed, self-centered existence. What I was talking about is this generation. So you gotta understand something. The greatest generations before us, the great generation, as they call it, those are the people that were around that even fought in World War II. They had that war. They had that conflict to starkly contrast all the fucking bullshit that comes out in fucking politics and bureaucracy and in corporate whatever, that they could do something about it because they could see it. It made the problems of the world starkly contrast against the backdrop of one of the most fucking devastating wars of our history. Okay? Same thing in the 60s and 70s with the Vietnam War. They had that as their backdrop to starkly contrast the fucking bullshit. Right? And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, we had Iraq and Afghanistan, and yeah, those were some fucking hardcore, conflicts, and I'm not taking anything away from the people that fought in those conflicts. I was in Desert Storm, I know. Okay? What I'm saying, though, is while those were conflicts that should have been at that fucking level, because largely there's a lot of things that go into this, but in a large part it's because the way these kids were raised, it wasn't enough to starkly contrast against the fucking bullshit. And so all these fucking dangers, all these bullshit things that are gonna make fucking life harder and are making fucking life harder in the goddamn United States right now, they are fucking blinded to, because there's not a fucking thing to contrast against it. Parents, pay attention. I love you, I truly do, and I know you're trying to do the right thing, and it's not entirely your fault. It's because of the bullshit that was fucking passed down to us. Oh, you can't fucking spank your kids. Everybody's a winner. Everybody deserves a trophy. Bullshit that has made this fucking problem. Because here's the thing, parents. When you do that, you accomplish two things. You don't teach your kids that there's consequences, real, hardcore consequences to their bullshit. And number two, you take out the fight. And I know a lot of you are like, well, we don't want to fight. Fuck you. Yes, you do. Because it's that fight that makes you strive for success. And without it, you are nothing. You have raised a generation of fucking nothing. These kids would fucking implode if you took their cell phones away. God forbid you send them out into the fucking real world, into the fucking woods. They wouldn't last a goddamn day. Because they don't have any real skills. Because you took it away. You took away the fight. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? And I know it's not entirely your fault. It's actually my generation's fault. Because we were the ones that were bitching and complaining about, oh, well, don't spank your kids. That's what started all this. Because it's that same no spank your kids mentality that has caused this, well, everybody deserves a trophy bullshit. Everybody's a special fucking snowflake. Bullshit. No fucking buddy is. And if you honestly think that your kid is special, you're ignorant, stupid, and making your kid worse. Because they're not. They're not. They're not fucking special. What makes them special is what they strive for themselves. And you've taken that fucking away. And you'll find that out when they're 40 years old living in your house working at Burger King. Or McDonald's or whatever the fuck. Some minimum wage job that doesn't pay dick and has no fucking benefits. And they're fucking living off of you, borrowing money off of you. Because that's what's going to happen. You've taken away these kids' fucking chance for success. Yes, you could still send them to college. You could send them to Notre Dame or Harvard or Stanford or whatever the fuck Ivy League school that you have the gazillion of dollars fucking to pay for. Yes, you could fucking do that. That doesn't mean that they're going to be a success, because the success part of that equation has been removed when you took out the fucking competition. And now we have a whole fucking generation of people coming up right now that are getting walked all over, that are just fucking laying down and taking it because they don't have any fucking fight.